welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video in Cow Kingdom. I'm Mumu003, and today in this video I am going to be building a tree farm. Now, out of video, I basically just put these logs down because it was actually quite awkward to do it in video, so yeah, I just finished that up. And I built this little wall around the edge just to sort of show where the tree farm starts and where it ends, as in, like, this is the lumber area, and then outside isn't the lumber area, if that makes sense. So I'd be growing trees here and then cut them down, but I wouldn't be necessarily cutting trees down outside of that wall area. But that is not important. What is important is actually building the tree farm itself for the oak wood, because something really annoying about oak trees is that they can grow to be big and really awkward to cut down, so you always want to sort of build a roof over them. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and I also want to try to figure out where I should put it. So I think what I'm first going to do is I'm first going to just put little blocks right here, and that's going to represent where the torches are going to be. So I think if I just do about 4 rows of where the torches would be, and then I can just go along somewhat like this, I think this would be good. I don't want to plant the saplings until I know for sure where I want everything to be placed. So I'm just going to line this up right here, and then I can just go across like this. So everywhere where there is a dirt block is going to be where there is a torch, but I think I left my torches in a chest, so I'm going to have to go get those. And then everywhere around the dirt blocks is where the saplings are going to be growing. And if you did not know, oak trees can actually grow right next to each other, so it's basically going to be creating a wall of oak trees. So that is the intention, at least. Anyway, I also want to just make it very obvious where the trees would grow, so I'm just going to do a little outline around here of stone bricks. As you can see, I have a stack and a half of stone bricks and a few extra stone blocks just in case I run out of stone bricks. I can make some more. So yeah, this is just going to be going all the way around. So oak trees would be growing there, and then they'd also be growing on the inside. And this is very similar to the tree farm design that I have in the Nether challenge, and that works out pretty well. So I thought that it would work here. This is usually the design that I do as well, just because I think it's the easiest, and I don't think it is the most efficient. There is a tree farm design where you go diagonal, but I think that it's a bit confusing, to be honest. So it probably isn't that confusing once you sort of get used to doing it that way, but I think that I like my way better. So yeah, that is why I'm doing this. And I don't know why I'm using stone bricks. I just decided that that would be a good thing to use. I actually really like stone bricks, especially over normal bricks, because the thing I don't like about normal bricks is that they have the really small looking bricks. So while the stone bricks, it's like you have one brick there, or at least that's what it's supposed to resemble, and then you have those like half bricks and then another half brick there. So it's actually quite large, but it always seems a bit too over detailed in normal clay bricks. So yeah, that's why I'm using stone bricks, basically because I like the block. You don't need to use it. And I am definitely going to run out of stone bricks because I still need to do something above here for the roof to make sure that the trees don't grow too big. And then you can get these really large oak trees. And basically when that happens, I just burn them down, which is such a waste of wood and such a waste of any possible saplings or apples or leaves that could have possibly given me, because I just cut them down. So I do not want to do that. And I think I have made a bit of a mistake. Okay, yeah, okay, I think what I actually want to do is I want to make this go out one farther, so there's a center point where the torch is. There already is a center point where the saplings would be growing, but I want to line up with a torch and not with the saplings itself. So I guess I can just fill this back in with dirt, and then it's just going to be one more row of torches, so hopefully it'll be better and more lined up with how I want it to be. So I want there to be a center point with the torches, so just imagine that these dirt blocks sticking up are torches. That would be where I want the center to be, because before the center would be here, and I did not want that, just because. You'll see why in a second. So I'll just mine this out again and put the stone bricks back down. There we go. And Oh no, my shovel broke. Okay. Well, now I need to go back and make a shovel. And something else that I did out of video is I quickly ran over to my storage room and I got some clay. You can see there's some clay up there. And I smelted some of it into bricks. So now what I can do is I can actually put those flower pots upstairs, which is what I wanted to do in the last video, but I didn't because I did not actually have any clay with me, and it takes like 5 minutes or something just to run back to my storage room. So that is that, and let me just get my shovel. There we go. So yeah, this is a pretty simple tree farm, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because I actually want to build a animal farm, but I was looking at all the resources that I had, and I didn't have much wood that I wanted to build out of, so I thought that I would actually do something pretty ironic, which cut down a lot of wood to make that thing over there, and then from that I can build a tree farm, and then that would be more wood, because it was kind of annoying to plant random oak trees around when I could just do this, and this is probably way easier than just randomly planting oak trees. Now, of course, you can do that. I just think that this is a bit easier. So this is why I want a center point right here. So what I can do is I can just pile up, and I actually know the exact block that I want to pile up to. It is 8, so that's only 3. I just want to make sure that I pile up the right amount. So that is 3 blocks, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should be 8 blocks. I just want to make sure. So that'd be 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna make sure. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I just want to make sure that that is definitely the right height, because this will make sure that the oak trees don't grow to be too big, and it'll also make sure that they aren't too small, because you can get some small oak trees that are smaller than others, and I want to make sure that I can get them as large as it is basically possible. So I just go like this, and now I'm going to be putting stone bricks where the saplings would be growing. So basically there'd be these little gaps, and that's where the torches would be. And this probably isn't making much sense, but trust me, it will make sense once you see what the final product is, basically. So I just need to make sure that everything lines up correctly, and I'm actually not sure if that's right, but I guess we'll find out. So, and I can just go over here. So it's basically going to be a grid of stone bricks at the top and a grid of basically torches at the bottom, or of saplings. So I just want to make sure that this is definitely lining up correctly, because it'd be really annoying if I built this entire thing based off of one section, one place, and then it ends up not being right, and then just basically having to move the entire thing over one. That would be really annoying to do. So I think I need to go one more out here, and then go across like this. So maybe you can sort of see what I'm trying to do here, but I think this is better than doing a full, because what you can do is you can just do a full roof, which is probably easier to line up with, but it also uses that bit more stone bricks, or whatever material you've decided to use, and it does like cover up some light that could have been just natural light. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that, and I'm just gonna make sure from down here that this is all lined up and it's all correct, and you know, everything all works out. So let me just move out here, and then basically this block here should line up with the block up top, and stupid auto jump, there we go. So then I think that lines up correctly, and I just want to make sure the corners line up, so then in theory everything will line up just as long as the corners line up. So that's what I'm checking right now. So I can just go like this, and it looks like everything is good. So this corner should match up because the other two did. Okay, so yep, this is basically that, except on the inside there'll be more stone bricks. And yeah, is this making sense? I feel like I'm not making much sense right now, but yeah, trust me, it should make sense. Maybe, possibly, maybe. So I think I should have enough stone bricks, maybe, but just in case, I do have more stone, like smelted stone, not cobblestone, in a chest back at the lumber mill. So then I guess what I just can do is I just do this. So as you can see, let's pretend that dirt block right there is a torch. The torch is under this hole, and then I can just build a grid across like this, and I'm really scared that I'm gonna fall off. Not because it would actually hurt me that much, just because it would be annoying to fall off. So this should all line up perfectly, and it is actually getting dark. So I'm gonna go back down, and then try to get on the ladder, and then I can quickly run back to my lumber mill, and hopefully I'll be in the bed before it actually gets dark enough for mobs to spawn. Hopefully, because I don't really like to deal with the mobs. I can just go up here and then sleep in my bed. So the flower pots, I actually want to put them up here and just sort of randomly dot them around. So while I am here, I might as well make my 2 flower pots. And nope, come on. There we go. So there are my 2 flower pots, and then I can just put some little flowers in them. And yeah, there's no real place that I would want to like put them. I think I just sort of want to put one up here on the top bookshelf, so it more goes up to a point. So now you can see that sort of all goes and funnels up to that one point. And I could put one in like that corner of the floor or something, but actually I think, can I place this on a crafting table? Let's find out. So, oops, there we go. So, yep, and then the crafting table will be sort of like a normal table with a little flower on it. So, yep, this is that room pretty much done. I've decorated it with painting, flower pots, bookshelves, and then my little axe, which is actually not in the right place. Wait. Is that right? Okay, that's right. There we go. So, I think that's the upstairs of this place finally done. And, oh, yeah, and I also added this little thing. This little tree, well, it's supposed to look like a tree, basically, right here at a video, just because it's supposed to look like it's cutting it. Like I said previously, in like one of my older videos, one of my last videos at least, I don't really know how lumber mills work. I know that they use the power of the mill to cut trees, but I don't know how that works exactly. So yeah, I've just sort of guessed and, just basically made it so it looks good, not how it actually would look in real life. And before I go back up my ladder to start building again, I'm going to get a bit more stone. As you can see, I went sort of crazy smelting all the stone. I have like 2, almost 3 stacks, and now this like 4th stack that I just got. So yeah, I sort of went crazy with the stone. I don't think I'm going to need anywhere near that much stone. I think what I was originally planning to do is I was planning to have each section designated for a different tree. So I was going to have like this sort of thing for every single type of tree that I get. So right now I have spruce, dark oak wood, birch, and oak. So I would just have 4 sections, and then eventually I'd add 2 more for the jungle wood and for the acacia wood. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And that was the original plan, but then I just realized, you know what? No, I want this to look somewhat natural. Obviously this oak farm right now, this oak tree farm, doesn't look quite natural, but that's because oak trees are really useful to grow because they grow right next to each other. So this wood would probably be used as crafting wood, as I guess you could call it. So basically the wood that would be used to make sticks and tools and I guess boats and that sort of thing. So yeah, and then the other wood would actually be used in building, but of course, oak wood could be used in building as well. So it's just really useful to make an oak wood farm, but there's really no point for making any other sort of farm out of trees because you're only gonna really need those trees when you specifically want to build out of them. Like a lot of the things I've been building around here, that is not a good example, but my farm and my house is made out of dark oak wood, so, I'd be growing that when I need it, but when I don't need it, why would I need to grow it, and why would I need a farm for it? So, my original idea would be to have a farm for each type of tree, but then I decided not to, and instead I decided to build this little wall right here to designate where stuff is growing that I want to cut down and where I kind of want to keep the landscape looking a bit more natural with all of the natural trees that had obviously spawned in when the world was first made. So that is that overall plan, and now that I've gotten the roof sort of done, you can sort of see what I mean now by the grid. Of course, you don't need to do that. Matter of fact, you can probably use like half of the amount of stone that I used up there, but I thought that I would just use all of it, just kind of to make it look more symmetrical, I guess, more neat, and yeah, so now I can get some torches, and I actually thought I had some, but I guess I don't. I think I just have coal on me, so yep, I didn't have to run back here. I could have just made some torches there, but oh well, that is okay. And then I can just do this, and then make some torches. Yeah, I didn't know that I was out. I thought I had plenty left, and it's nice that it makes 4 torches, not just one. Imagine how annoying it would be if it only made like 1 torch per every 1 stick and 1 bit of coal. That'd be kind of annoying. Kind of a waste of coal, to be honest. I probably would just use charcoal torches instead. So, yeah, now I can start replacing this dirt, and hopefully you should sort of see by now what I meant, I guess, by where the saplings would be planted and, you know, where the torches are going to be. So, yeah, just every dirt block here is just going to be replaced with some torches, and then saplings would be grown around it. Now, of course, I do not want to just build a tree farm in this episode because I should be able to get this done quite quickly. My plan was to also build some decoration with these rails and with these little bits of wood I have, and the plan was to make these fake like log stacks, you know, when they sort of throw wood on top of each other to basically make the effect that okay, this is gonna I'm losing my train of thought. So, you know when they pile up wood and then they sort of tie it together, and you can actually make that effect with a cool little trick where you can use rails to basically act as the sort of rope that's keeping the wood together. So yeah, I was planning on doing that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have time now, but I might as well just get the tree farm in this episode, and then maybe in the next episode I will finally be done with this lumber mill, because honestly, it has taken way longer than I thought it was. I thought it was going to take 2, maybe 3 episodes. It is now probably taken around 4. So yeah, hopefully I'll be done with this, and I'll have everything set up for obviously cutting down the trees in the next episode, and I can start building my animal farm, which I planned on making like 5 episodes ago. So yeah, we'll see how that works out, and I just want to make sure I fill this all in. I don't think I'll actually have enough saplings, but I believe I have more saplings either in the chest in the lumber mill or in my storage room back at my house. So I should, even if I don't have enough saplings now, I will have enough saplings just from all the trees that this will be growing in the future. So I just go like this, and as you can see, I have a lot of apples, and hopefully I'll be getting even more apples. And yeah, this is all the saplings I have for now. I'm gonna go quickly check to see if I have any more. I might, but like I said, if I don't, there will probably be more at my storage room, which I think is the case. So let's just go back to the tree farm, and you can sort of see what I was going for. You'll see that basically the trees will grow, but this roof should hopefully keep them from growing into those big, huge trees that are really awkward to cut down. So hopefully this will be a really efficient tree farm. I'm not sure if I want to put another layer or something right out here so it sort of lines up with the bottom. You can sort of see, you know, how it's a bit on the inside. I was thinking maybe you can line it with a block on the outside. I'm not sure. I might do that with oak wood. I don't really know. But I think the last thing to do is I think I'm just going to do it with some birch trees and some spruce trees for right now. I can just, especially with spruce trees, because these 5 saplings are the only saplings I have, so I need as many spruce saplings as I can get, because I do not feel like going back over to that little, like, island over that way where I found the spruce trees. So, yeah, this is the overall plan, just sort of plant trees pretty randomly in here, and then, you know, sort of just cut them down when I need to. It's just gonna be really easy to do, I guess. And then there'll be that in the back. So yeah, I think that other than adding a few of the logs that I wanted to, which I will probably either do out of video or in the next video, I would say that this lumber mill is pretty much finished. So yeah, like I said, just a few more details that I might want to add, but other than that, I think that this is all done. So I've been Moo003. That is all I have to say in this video, and I hope to see you later. Bye!